that. You got to give them your vote and your money. And Liz, thank you so much. Ben and Liz, for opening up your restaurant here, letting us take it over like this. Everybody, if you buy $100 worth of food, these guys will have a great day. So make sure your lines are taken on the way out. You guys are just terrific. And the article in the paper this morning to read about their views, there's no question what these two are talking about is being spoken about across the country. Now, I want you to know how happy I am to be invited here to the Barack Obama, Nancy Pelosi, Harry Reid, and Charlie Crist farewell rally. I've had the fun of being with a lot of Floridians today and hearing their perspectives on what's happening, and there's an energy and a passion today in our party and among Americans of all three groups, Republicans, Democrats, and those in between. They recognize that something is wrong in Washington and in Tallahassee. Something's wrong in this country. They realize the liberal agenda has not worked. They said they'd help create jobs. They did not. They went out there with their $787 billion stimulus bill. What it stimulated was government jobs, 127,000 more government jobs, and they lost $2.7 million private sector jobs. Who would have guessed we'd look back on the Carter years as the good old days? That doesn't make any sense at all. And they did not do what was necessary to get this economy going again. They did a number of things that hurt our economy and kept this recession going longer than it needs to have gone. They, for instance, passed cap and trade, or pushed cap and trade, rather, which had made it harder for businesses to understand what their costs were going to be. They went out there and pushed Obamacare, which made it harder for businesses to know what their costs in health care would be. They went out and raised taxes. They're pursuing raising taxes on sub-S corporations. Are you a sub-S corporation? You're a sub-S corporation. They're raising taxes on sub-S corporations. That doesn't help small business. They're raising taxes on investment. One tax on investment is going to go from 15% to 39%. That doesn't encourage more investment. What they have done has basically been the most anti-growth, anti-investment, anti-jobs agenda that we've seen during our lifetime. And we've had a government before that's declared war on poverty, and a government that's declared war on drugs. But this is the first time we've had a government declare war on private enterprise, and we're going to send them packing.
All right, Mitt. All right, Mitt. All right, Mitt.
There's something even bigger going on, though. And I know Marco's going to talk about this, because I've heard him speak before, and he speaks about it with passion and energy. That's why he's winning larger and larger numbers of Floridians getting on his team. But that's because not only has the liberal agenda in this country failed us and made it more difficult for American families, people recognize that there's something more serious going on, something more profound and somber. And that is that this liberal agenda has in its sights many of the very values that we hold most dear. They don't understand, these liberals, what it is that makes America such a great nation. Ronald Reagan used to say it's not that liberals are wrong, not that liberals are ignorant, it's just that what they know is wrong. In this case, what they know is wrong. This nation was founded by people who had a very different perspective as to what America would be than the other nations of the world. When this nation was founded, they had the choice when they wrote the Declaration or the Constitution of saying we're going to be following the crown. They'll tell us what to do from England. Or they could have created a strong government here that would guide our lives, tell us how to live our lives, how to start our businesses, how to have our health care. But instead they said, no, we're going to let the American people not only choose their representatives and their president, but also select the path of their life. They're going to be their own champions. They're going to follow the dreams of their hearts, just like Liz and Ben have done. And by virtue of that decision and writing the Constitution of our land to allow that decision to be the basis of our economy and our nation, every person in the world seeking opportunity, every pioneer, every inventor wanted to come here. This is the land people have come, immigrated here for hundreds of years. And as a result, it's in our DNA. The very creed of America is to love liberty, to seize the opportunity for growth and innovation and technology. The daring do of America has characterized this great land. And the liberals in Washington and Tallahassee and all over this country are trying to smother that. Smother it with taxes. Smother it with excessive regulation. Smother it by them telling us how to live our lives in ways they don't think we can do as well on our own. We understood when President Obama ran for office, he said that he was going to fundamentally change the way Washington works. He misled us. He's trying to fundamentally change the way America works, and we will not let him.
All right.
world apologizing for America. No nation has done more to lift people from poverty than this nation. Our free enterprise system has lifted billions out of poverty. And no nation has shed more blood in behalf of others to bring liberty to men and women around the world than this nation. This is the greatest nation in the history of the earth. We have no need to apologize for this great land. So what's happening here in Florida and happening in other states around the country is people are coming together to say we're standing up for those values and those principles that have made America the great nation that it is. And it is a great nation. And that's why people in Florida are getting behind Marco Rubio. People who didn't know him and are now getting to know him better, saying that is the guy who stands for the things we believe in. He will keep America strong, Florida well, and preserve the values that have made us the hope of the earth. My friend, your Senator, Marco Rubio.